This is Pam from NortheastWheelsEvents.com at the 2017 Vargo Dragway reunion, checking out a very unique car anywhere, even at the British shows. We're looking at a Daimler SP250, or if you're on the other side of the pond, a Dart. What's fascinating about this car is, of course, what's under the bonnet. There's a sweet little, yes, count them, 8-cylinder Hemi. Daimler was known for their Hemis, and they figured, hey, let's put it into a cute little sports car. And Steve, correct?
Yes.
Damn, I'm good. Steve is a little bit disabled, so we have to speak very slowly because he broke his hand fighting off all the throngs looking at his Daimler. You said that you had spent 3 years restoring the car full-time?
3 years full-time and a year part-time. Every nut and bolt had the body off.
Yeah.
Everything in the car, even the gauges were apart.
Wow.
You know, and trying to find parts for it was quite a challenge. A lot of times it would hold us up for weeks at a time. We found a guy over in England that had parts, and there's a guy up in Ipswich, Massachusetts that had some parts. But both of them were kind of either retired or semi-retired, so they weren't in any hurry to ship parts. They were just, oh, well, today I guess I'll need some money, so I'll send Steve some more parts.
There you go.
And if I would call them the second time, sometimes they would get mad and wouldn't even send anything.
Oh, I can't do that?
I had to be really careful how I handled them. So it was fun.
What parts did you have problems with?
The funny part was that little tiny things were the stuff that killed you. Suspension parts weren't that hard because there are a lot of Triumph parts.
Right.
Brake parts were same as Girling disc brakes, so that was no problem. But little things that you wouldn't think of, like little grommets, wiring, linkage, transmission parts were hard. Everybody thought they were TR3, but they're not. They were TR3 casings with Daimler gears in it.
Oh my!
So that really threw a monkey wrench in the thing because we kept trying to make Triumph parts work, and they didn't.
They didn't. That's interesting with the casing.
Yeah, they just used the casing and the frame. The frame for the car is really a TR3, slightly modified. But I had a TR3 years ago, and in case of deja vu, it's it's a TR3 frame. So it handles like a TR3. But it's it's fun. It's got a little bit more power than a TR3.
Yeah. How many horsepower does that thing?
They were 150 horsepower from the factory.
Very good. Very good. When did you buy her?
I found it in 1998. It was underneath a tree. With a tarp over it. It had 3 wheels in the grave and 1 on banana peels.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my gosh.
My wife found out that I was going to buy this car. She called the guy up and told him that under no circumstances was I allowed to have this car. So he was very surprised when I showed up with a trailer. He said, your wife said you can't have it. I said, yeah, that's what she said about a lot of things. So she had another name for the car, but it had a lot of the same letters.
Oh.
Until it got painted. Once it got painted and the interior was in, then it was a whole different story, and then she wanted to drive it, So now she likes to go for rides in it.
Oh, that's great. What do you like the most about the Daimler?
I just like that it's unusual. I always like stuff that's unusual. Just attracted to things that are that way. I saw one when we were vintage racing, and I fell in love with it instantly. I thought, that's pretty neat, a little British car with a V8, that's cool. So when a chance came to buy one, I had to have it, and there it is. That's
great. Now it's fiberglass body, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yes.
Very good. What does she weigh about?
1,900 pounds.
Wow.
The ones with the front bumpers were an option. They weighed 2,100 pounds.
I'm trying to remember. Were they little Nerf bars? The front bumpers?
It had a real front bumper with brackets that went down to the frame.
Oh, okay. It's a serious bumper then.
Yep.
Wow.
And I don't like the bumper one anyway.
No, it's interesting without. That's one thing. I'm sorry. This is definitely personal taste on styling. It is just such a wonderful car, though. Absolutely wonderful. How many were built?
Around 2,600. Some say 2,560.
Yeah.
Some say 2,640. So around 2,600.
Over how many years?
Over a 5-year period.
Over a 5-year period. Wow. They must have been very expensive when new.
They were the same price as a Corvette, and that was their big problem, trying to sell them here in the States.
Yeah.
The government was approached by General Motors and said, we want you to put a tax on anything that's optional in this car so that it doesn't compete with the Corvette. And the problem was they were trying to sell these at the BSA motorcycle dealerships. They had a little color brochure that they were using, and they didn't have any cars on display. So what were you going to buy? A
Yeah.
Corvette that you could see at any dealer?
Yeah.
And get fixed at any dealer, or one of these for the same price?
Yeah. Now the Tiger was also in the Corvette range. There were a few cars
The
up
Tiger
there.
didn't come out until later. These were built
64.
from 59 to 64.
Oh, okay, okay. Tiger was technically 64, but it's actually 65 through 67.
And well, that was the Alpine. The Tiger didn't really come out until
Tiger,
later, right?
nope, that was the Tiger.
Okay.
Alpine came out, the Alpine as we know it, came out in 60, actually 59, and ran through 67.
Yeah, I knew that the Alpines came out sooner.
Yeah, and that was the little sporty car, the other Sunbeam
Smart
Alpine. Yes, well that was the Tiger. So, and that's what gets interesting is that these cars, they didn't have much support because Daimler was just so unheard of anywhere you went. Look at the attention it gets. That is great.
Yeah, it starts to show all by itself. I can go out to eat with my wife, park in a diner,
Uh-huh.
and it starts to show. People are always gathering around. What the heck is this?
Yeah, yeah.
It's fun.
You must make up some good stories.
Well, you know, it's nice to talk to people and run into people. And I think that's about the best part of the car shows.
Yep.
You know, I've met some really wonderful people that became really good friends over the years, and that's what it's all about.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
And it's people that you wouldn't see on every day.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's just like yourself. You know, you just wouldn't run into you anywhere else. You
Yeah.
just get strangers passing each other.
That's it. This is a great equalizer. That's what I love about car shows. You know, you are so right that you meet everybody here.
A long time ago when we were racing SCCA,
Uh-huh.
Paul Newman was in the pits right next to us.
Uh-huh.
And they were having problems with his car. And we had been having problems with a similar situation with Weber carburetors.
What were you racing, may I ask?
We were racing a Malik.
Malik.
Yeah, they were a little British club car.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And had Weber carburetors on it.
Uh-huh.
And the old Weber carburetors had brass floats in them.
Right.
And they used to get pinholes in them and suck the gas would get in there and then they wouldn't run right.
Mm-hmm.
So they were working on his car, and I went over and I said, you mind if I take a look at something? And they said, go ahead, we can't figure it out. And I said, well, you check the floats. And they said, no. They pulled the floats out, took it out, and full of gas.
Oh.
And Paul says, you want a job? I said, that's all right. But, you know, I mean, what are the chances of, you know, being around, you know, and tons of other people like that, you know, people that started major businesses that you would never really talk to, but when you get into a race car or a sports car or car shows, everybody's the same. It's a great equalizer. You know, it's really neat stuff.
And that's why we need more SCCA people to list on northeastwheelsevents.com and southeastwheelsevents.com. I got to rub it in. Sorry about that. Yeah. No, I've been always after them.
We were racing SVRA for many, many years.
Oh, I'll tell you, SVRA is spectacular. But again, unless you're in the circles, you don't know. You've got to get the word out.
It's a shame that we would go to events like Pocono.
Right.
And there'd be like 25, 30 cars would show up.
Yeah.
It's a shame. You
I know.
And wonderful facility.
Yes.
Wonderful time. And people just say, it doesn't have any history, we're not going there.
Well, it's not only that, but you don't tell anybody.
And then you go to Watkins Glen, it has that big history and a big name.
Yeah.
And there's so many people and so many cars that you don't get any track time.
Yeah. It's also such a tight course.
Well, not only that, but the sponsors and there's renting time out to spectators to take their lunch break. You know, you pay $25, you can go out and do a couple laps around the track. Well, we're paying a lot more than $25.
That's for sure. Now, do you race the Daimler?
No.
What do you race currently?
We had two Maliks and we have a GT1 Camaro.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah. The Camaro's our last car. It's for sale now. We're time to retire.
Sounds good.
You know, we did it for 30 years. That's enough.
Yeah.
You know, it's just gotten really, really expensive.
Yeah.
You know, we used to pay like $200, $250 to enter an event. And now it's like $1,200.
Oh my gosh.
And you're only getting an hour of track time for a whole weekend.
Yeah, gotta do something about that. Oh well. This is too cool. I love the details, by the way. The D for the Daimler, the Lucas taillights. What year is this girl?
1963.
63, wow. Oh, unreal. Yeah, so you really drive it and you really appreciate it. That's nice.
If you look at the speedometer, odometer, 71,000 miles.
Wow.
That's since 2002.
That's great. Good, you drive it.
I don't drive as much as I used to, but
That's right, you
starting to
get
find
out.
out that how much they're worth.
I know they've been going up. You said that everyone's into them now.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of a shame, but also nice, you know,
Yeah.
it's bittersweet.
Oh, that's it. Oh, there goes that Pantera. Oh, what a great show. This is Pam from NortheastWheelsEvents.com, the 2017 Vargo Dragway reunion. For more cool events like this, make sure you check NortheastWheelsEvents.com, SoutheastWheelsEvents.com, UKWheelsEvents.com, and of course, be sure to post your events on the websites, on the calendars, and share with all of us. Steve, I've got to thank you very much for sharing your very unusual Daimler.
Thank you.
This is great, and thanks for the stories.
You're welcome.
That's too cool.